Children, in the previous class, we have completed chapter number 1. So today we will start with chapter 2, that is nutrition in living organisms, animals and man. Children, anybody has any problem in chapter 1? Chapter 1 में कोई दिक्कत है किसी को?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
And I suppose that all of you have completed the question answer in your copy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Get
Yes,
ready
ma'am.
because if the
Yes,
school
ma'am.
reopens, then we will have a just checking of all the students will be there that you have done your work or not. That is the prime thing we will do first in school, because some of you are becoming lazy at home and not doing your work properly. So first we will check that have you completed it or not. So all of you do it. अगर आप लोग नहीं किए हैं तो आप कर लीजिए, क्योंकि मैं चाहती हूँ कि अगर शुरू से रिवीजन हो रहा है तो आपके पास सब कुछ नोट डाउन किया रहे. ठीक है? तो now today children we will talk about this chapter 2. Bolo, what do you want to say? Anybody wanted to say something?
Ma'am, when is school reopening?
That I confirm, I will not tell you. अभी न्यूज आ रहा है, आप देख लीजिए, जब होगा तब आपको इंफॉर्मेशन चला जाएगा बेटा. ठीक है? But the matter is going on, discussion is there. अब वेदर भी थोड़ा थोड़ा ठीक हो रहा है, तो अब देखो कब खुल जाता है. ठीक है? तो we will talk about chapter number 2, nutrition in living organism, animals and man. Now tell me children, the prime importance thing, the primary thing, initial thing that we have in our life is to take food for survival, and for survival we need food, shelter and clothing. तो सबसे पहला चीज क्या है? Nutrition. And nutrition is derived in 2 ways. दो तरह से nutrition हम attain कर सकते हैं या दो category में divide कर सकते हैं. That we have studied in the previous chapter also, that is your autotroph and heterotroph. Autotrophs are those organisms which are capable of preparing their own food, and heterotrophs are those organisms or animals that take prepared food from the different living organisms. So on the basis of that, we have divided or we have categorized plants and animals. Animals और plants को इसी basis पर categorize किया गया है कि plants autotroph है और animals heterotroph. But all the animals, in this chapter we will talk about animals and man. So animals, if we talk about animals, are all the animals taking food in the same pattern? This is a question for you, that all the animals will take food in their same method
No,
से
ma'am.
वो intake करते हैं?
No, ma'am.
नहीं करते हैं. So mode of intake of food will be different as there is structural difference between them. उसके बीच में structural difference है, क्योंकि उसका way of intake of food is different, way of digestion is different, way of chewing is different. So that is why we will talk about some of the animals which have got a different mode of intake of food in the topic. Like if we talk about the birds, the birds have beak, उसमें beak होता है. किसी का beak क्या होता है? छोटा होता है और किसी का लंबा होता है. तो according to the food habit, these beaks are of different type. Like आप देखते होंगे कि स्पैरो का बीक छोटा होता है, और वो इसलिए छोटा होता है क्योंकि उसका intake of food is different from that of a woodpecker. from that of you can say hummingbird. तो ये आप categorize नहीं कर सकते हो similar method of intake all the organisms में नहीं हो सकता है, all the animals में especially नहीं हो सकता है. So we have got a few example in our book that a sparrow has a short beak to pick up the seeds and worms. Then the long tubular beak of hummingbird is to collect nectar of the flowers from the different types of trees, or you can say from the land. So they can take it out from the very you can say narrow corner of any object. They can take out through this long beak, tubular beak. Then they have to suck nectar of the flower. Nectar you all understand? Nectar आपको समझ में आता है?
Liquid
हाँ,
in the
nectar का मतलब होता है juice. So
liquid
nectar
in
of the
plant.
flower. हाँ,
plants.
to suck the nectar of the flower. नेक्टर में अगर आपको ब्रॉड बीक होगा तो दैट विल नॉट बी एबल टू सक द नेक्टर. टू सक इट we have to penetrate it deep inside the flower. The flower may be juicy or fleshy fruits. So for that purpose the hummingbird has got long tubular beak. Then comes the cows. The cow has sharp incisors and flat molar tip. Well, how does the cow take their food? Cow कैसे food intake करता है? The cow intakes its food with the help of the first they graze, and in that course of grazing they just swallow the food. But when they have a free time, when they relax, they sit and they chew the food with the help of the molar teeth, and then they grind the plant part or the grass or whatever food stuffs they take.
It is called
So this
rumination.
is, हाँ, and that is rumination. वो एक अलग ही process है जो कि हम केवल ruminants में देखते हैं. Ruminants are a different category, जिसमें आपको goat, cow, horse,
Giraffe.
buffalo,
Look,
जो
camel.
cattle
Giraffe.
है, इसको हाँ, इसको आप देखोगे कि इस तरह का food habit follow करता है, ठीक है? In which they do not have the you can say chewing and masticating at the same time. They don't do. They do it afterward when they have a free time. First, when they are grazing, they engulf or swallow the food directly, and then they take it out from the bag, rumen, and then they chew it for proper digestion. Then we will talk about the snake. Snake के बारे में क्या है? Snake has got bigger jaws, जिसमें कि वो swallow कर सकता है food को. When they catch any animal, smaller animal like rat, like you can say fish, इस तरह का अगर animals को वो खाता है तो वो चबाता नहीं है उस समय, उसको swallow कर लेता है, और swallow करने के बाद वो स्टोर करता है. और इवन this snake can swallow animals bigger than its size. अपने साइज से बड़ा एनिमल को swallow कर सकता है. Now you might be wondering कि ये swallow करके रखता कहाँ है? कोई कोई snake देखते होगे, python and all is very large, or they can elaborate, or the body is so elastic that it can be stretchable. वो stretch कर जाता है और तब उसको stored करके और वो food को energy के लिए बहुत दिन तक utilize करता है. Slowly and gradually the digestion process goes on in their body. So here we are talking about the few animals, because it is not possible to talk about all the animals. There are so many animals which has got their different characteristic in the taking up of the food. Now, next topic is your food habit of animal. Now, according to the food habit of animal, animals can be categorized into 3 categories. कौन कौन सा वो कैटेगरी है?
Herbivorous,
Herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous.
Yes, herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Children, it is clear by their name that what does it mean? Name से ही ये clear है. आप define कर सकते हो इसको अपने own language में. Herbi means what? Herbs means what?
plants.
Plant, small plant. Herb का मतलब होता है small plant. तो जो organism या जो animal लोअर और प्लांट्स को खाता है, केवल प्लांट्स को, लोअर प्लांट्स जैसे ग्रास हुआ, बुशी प्लांट्स हुआ,
Plant material.
हाँ, इसको अगर खाता है
Grass.
तो इसको हर्बीवोर्स, नॉट ओनली बुशी प्लांट्स. अब जैसे जिराफ है तो जिराफ इज अ टॉल एनिमल, तो टॉल एनिमल क्या करेगा? बड़े पेड़ के गर्दन की लंबाई उसकी ज्यादा होती है ना.
Eating leaves.
हाँ, it can eat the taller trees क्योंकि वो नीचे
Leaf of
ज्यादा,
the tree.
हाँ, वो ज्यादा झुक नहीं सकता है. वो it is so tall that it will eat the herbs or plant part that is on the upper layer, upper canopy. तो इसलिए वो leaves खाता है. तो but that is also kept in the herbivorous category of herbivores. Then comes your carnivores. Carnivores का मतलब क्या हुआ? What is this carnivore? Carnivore का मतलब क्या हुआ? बोल.
Animals which eat other animals.
Eat only
Yes,
animals.
the flesh
On
eating
other food
animal.
like animals.
हाँ, हाँ, the flesh eating animal or the meat eating animal like lion, tiger, which can take the flesh of other animal for their food, they are known as carnivore. But what about the omnivore? Omnivore का मतलब क्या हुआ? What is omnivore?
They
The animal which feed both plants and
Eat
animals.
plant
They eat
and
both
animals.
animals and plant
Eat
materials
both,
are called omnivorous.
Animals which
both
are
plant material
Yes.
and animals are called omnivorous.
animals which eat
Yes, even the human beings, man is also kept in this category of omnivore. इसमें बहुत सारे लोग क्या होते हैं, human beings, वो plant product तो हम लोग खाते ही खाते हैं, but we eat flesh also. So we are kept in the category of omnivore. Apart from that, the other animal like bear, like crow, these all are your omnivores.
Omnivorous.
Then comes the topic mode of nutrition. This you all have studied in the previous class also. So I will not tell you, you will explain
Yes.
me what is saprotrophic mode of nutrition.
mode of nutrition in which an organism derives its food from dead and decaying
Feed,
plant
mode
material.
of nutrition in which organism feed and decaying matter.
The
Plant
mode
and
of
animal
nutrition
matter.
in which the dead and decaying plants,
Some
some living
bacteria
organisms
and
derive its
enzymes are
food
the
from
example
dead
of
and decaying
saprotrophic
plants and
mode of
animals.
nutrition.
Nutrition in which an organism derives its food from dead and decaying plant and animal material. Example, yeast. Red mouse.
Yes.
mouse-
So mode of
Organism that derive their food from death and decaying plants and animals are called saprotrophic. Mode of
Yes, saprotrophic mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition in which the organism take their nutrient from dead and decaying plant and animal, they are known as saprotrophic mode of nutrition. Then after that comes your, in this category, which what is will be the example? Example क्या होगा?
bread mold, pin mold, fungi,
Fungi,
Fungi, bacteria, these
Bacteria.
all will
Bacteria.
be in this.
Mushroom.
This will be in this category, the examples. Then
rice.
comes the
Fungus.
next one, that is parasitic nutrition.
The
mode of
nutrition
mode of nutrition in which organism obtain food
Which
from
organism
other living organism are known as
feeds on a
parasitic
living
nutrition.
organism and derives it from it.
Virus.
Yes, the mode of nutrition in which organism obtain their food from other different host organism or host group, then that is known as parasitic, in which one is benefited and the other one is harmed. That is, the host is harmed and the parasite take the food, prepared food from the host. और इसमें आपको एग्जाम्पल कौन होगा? What will be the example?
Head
bombs,
loss, head loss, body loss,
body loss,
tap bombs.
Plutos.
Yes.
Head loss.
Roundworm, head louse, tapeworm, these all are your parasite. आपको where are these head louse and body louse? ये आप लोग समझते हो कि क्या है head louse and
yes ma'am,
Now
yes,
in
these
our head.
all are the insects
Living
that
on our head.
survive on the body of the human being. Some of them just like the roundworm and tapeworm, that is found inside the body of human being
Stomach.
and or other animals also. And
stomach.
head louse is there in the hairs and body louse is inside the body, on the body, not inside, on the body. Then comes the third one, that is your holozoic nutrition. Please define
Mode of
this.
nutrition.
It is a mode of nutrition in which organism fed solid or liquid substance and then broken down into simpler form to get the required nutrition in our body.
It is broken down to provide the required nutrition to the body.
Yes, this is a mode of nutrition in which the food is taken in the form of solid and liquid, and it is then digested by breaking the food particles to provide nutrition to the body. An example is human beings
Amoeba
and
and human beings.
amoeba.
Amoeba.
What do we do? हम लोग क्या करते हैं? पहले हम कोई भी खाने को अपने माउथ में डालते हैं, है ना? और उसको फिर वहीं से डाइजेशन स्टार्ट होता है. The digestion starts from our mouth. Mouth से ही digestion शुरू हो जाता है. Till here, any problem, children?
No ma'am.
कोई दिक्कत है यहाँ तक समझने में? सबको समझ में आ गया है?
Yes ma'am.
So you better learn all the definitions which are given till here. यहाँ तक जो definition है, like autotroph, heterotroph, herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, saprotroph, parasite, and holozoic nutrition. These all definitions should be at the tip of your tongue because you have studied several times. कितनी बार आप लोग पढ़ चुके हो, इसलिए आप लोग को ये एकदम मगअप हो जाना चाहिए. You learn it by heart. Okay? Then we will come to this topic. ये topic पर आएंगे. Nutrition in human. Now, if we want to summarize the whole nutrition method in human beings in short, then how can we summarize? That there are 5 processes through which we can summarize the whole nutrition method, like ingestion, intake of food, digestion, breaking down of complex food or complex food molecules into smaller parts, then absorption. The digested food is absorbed by the walls of the small intestine, from where it is passed to the blood. Assimilation. The absorbed food is utilized by the body for the growth and formation of body part. And egestion, the elimination of undigested food from alimentary canal, is known as egestion. In that way, we can say that the whole digestive process can be summarized into 5 points. But children, is it so simple?
Yes,
क्या
ma'am.
digestion method इतना simple है?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
नहीं.
No ma'am.
There
No, ma'am.
is so much complexity in starting from the ingestion process till egestion process. जितना सारा organs उसमें involved है, इतने सारे enzymes involved है और इतना सारा उसमें प्रोसीड्योर है ना। जैसे हम लोग खाना एक बार खा लेते हैं, ठीक है, वी टेक द फूड, व्हाट इज द वर्क ऑफ द टीथ इन द एंड टंग इन द माउथ? टीथ और टंग का क्या काम है?
Teeth
Read and tear the food, and tongue helps to saliva in our mouth.
Yes, teeth helps to chew the food, क्योंकि हम लोग बड़ा पार्टिकल्स लेते हैं मुंह के अंदर, और चूइंग के लिए उसको सॉफ्ट होना भी बहुत जरूरी है। तो सॉफ्टनिंग इज डन विद द हेल्प ऑफ द टंग। सॉफ्टनिंग टंग के द्वारा किया जाता है, और
By
वो
saliva.
टंग क्या होता है? सलाइवरी ग्लैंड, सलाइवा सेक्रीट होता है, and that is poured on the food particle to make it soft. तो अभी आप लोग के पास elementary canal, how is the elementary canal made, or by the combination of which substances this formation of elementary canal is done? That is starting
Buccal.
from buccal cavity to
Buccal
anus.
cavity,
Buccal
food
cavity,
pipe,
food pipe,
Food pipe,
stomach,
stomach,
small
large
intestine,
small intestine,
Large
large
intestine,
intestine,
rectum, and
large
rectum,
intestine,
anus.
rectum, and anus. So these are the different organs through which the whole food has to be passed. पूरा food हमारा इसी organ के through होकर pass करता है, ठीक है? And then the digestion is ultimately completed in the anus, where the residual matter is discarded from the body and absorption is done in the large intestine. Large intestine में आपका absorption हो जाता है, जो कि blood में convert होता है। तो food खाने का हम लोग का what is the motto or motive of taking in food? फूड को लेने का क्या मतलब होता है?
To provide
मतलब यही होता है कि हमारी बॉडी,
nutrition.
हमारी बॉडी को क्या मिले?
to take nutrition from food.
For getting the required information to,
nutrition
for
in the
growth
form
and
of what? प्रॉपर ग्रोथ तो होगा, लेकिन सबसे पहले ताकत होगी तब ना, एनर्जी मिलेगा तभी ना बॉडी में कोई भी डेवलपमेंट होगा।
the body for growth and formation and to give energy.
process of obtaining and utilizing food is known as
Yes.
nutrition.
So this food is responsible for all the development, growth, wear and tear of the body and proper functioning of the body, because that only gets converted into blood, and then the blood gives or provides us energy. Clear? Now children, अब आप लोग एक बार इसको यहाँ तक रीड कर लो from start.
Nutrition in living organisms, animals and man.
You have already learned.
already learned in chapter 1 that plants can prepare their own food and are called autotrophs. Animals cannot prepare their own food and are called heterotrophs. Animals eat complex food materials but break it down into simpler forms in their bodies. Their body gets the required nutrition through the three main steps shown below.
In food is different.
Methods of intake of food. The method of taking in food is different in different organisms. The relevant parts of their body get modified in a manner that makes it easy for them to eat their food. A sparrow has a short beak to pick up seeds and worms. The long tubular beak of the hummingbird helps it to suck nectar from the flowers. The crow has sharp incisors and flat molar teeth that help it to cut and grind plant materials. The jaws of many snakes enable them to swallow animals that may be larger than the size of their head. Food habits of animals. On the basis of their food habits, animals have been categorized into three different categories. The animals like cow and deer that eat only plant materials are called herbivorous. The animals like lion and tiger that eat only other animals are called carnivores. Animals like bear and human beings that eat both animals and plant materials are called omnivorous. Modes of nutrition. It is their food that provides animals their required nutrition. As we have mentioned in the previous chapter, the nutrition requirements of heterotrophs, that is heterotrophic nutrition, and
Abbas, please don't talk.
Previous
These three
chapter.
modes of nutrition manner, saprotrophic nutrition, parasitic nutrition, holozoic nutrition, saprotrophic nutrition. We have already learned in the previous chapter that the mode of nutrition
Such as
in which an organism obtains its nutrients from dead and decaying plant and animal matter is known as saprotrophic nutrition. Such an organism secretes enzymes outside, digests the organic food and absorbs the soluble organic compounds. Most fungi and some bacteria are saprotrophs. Parasitic
May I read?
nutrition, the mode of nutrition in which an
Okay, stop
organism
it. Ayush, you can stop, let others to read.
Parasitic nutrition, the mode of nutrition in which an organism known as parasite obtains food from some other living organism known as the host of a different group is known as parasitic nutrition. Parasites may live on or in the body of another living organisms. In this mode of nutrition, the parasite is benefited while the host gets harmed. Roundworms, headlouse, bodylouse, and tapeworms are parasites. Holozoic nutrition. This is a mode of nutrition in which organisms like amoeba and human beings eat food that may be in solid or in liquid state. This food is taken into the body or eaten, and then it is broken down or digested to provide the required nutrition to the body. Having understood the three different modes of nutrition used by heterotrophs, let us now talk in detail how the human body gets its required nutrition. Nutrition in humans. The food that we eat passes through a long muscular tube called the alimentary canal, present inside our body. This canal begins at the mouth and ends at the anus. The food is broken down into teeny molecules that are carried by blood to all parts of the body. The sequence of steps involved in this process are as follows. Ingestion. The act of getting and eating food is called ingestion. In humans, it takes place through the mouth where the teeth help in chewing the food. Digestion. The process of breakdown of complex molecules into simple soluble ones is called digestion. The digestion of food gets done with the help of certain chemicals called the enzymes. The process of digestion starts in the buccal cavity and gets completed in the small intestine. Absorption. The digested food is absorbed by the walls of the small intestine from where it gets passed on to the blood. Assimilation. The absorbed food is utilized by the body for growth and formation of body parts. This process is known as assimilation. Egestion. The elimination of undigested food from the alimentary canal is known as egestion. The alimentary canal is made up of the following body parts: buccal cavity, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Besides these parts, there are a number of small glands associated with the alimentary canal, which play their roles in the process of digestion of food. The salivary glands, pancreas, and the livers are the three main such glands. The alimentary canal, along with these associated glands, form the overall digestive system. We now look at the specific function role of the different parts of the digestive system.
Okay, children, till here, I think the topic is clear to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
किसी को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, तो आप लोग इसका वर्क है कि आज सब लोग इस चैप्टर में अभी तक जो हम पढ़ाए हैं उसमें बहुत सारा डेफिनेशन टर्म है. All of you please learn it, and in a rough copy you will by your own self try to write it. क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में कभी कभी यही सब टर्म आपको जो पढ़ रहे हो डेफिनेशन में उसको डिफरेंशिएट करके भी आ सकता है, डिफाइन करके भी आ सकता है, और वन वर्ड पे भी आ सकता है. तो दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. क्लियर? एनीबॉडी एल्स हु वांट्स टू रीड? कोई और रीडिंग करना चाहता है? नो मैम. ओके, ठीक है. तो लेट अस कंक्लूड दिस क्लास.
गुड डे मैम.
ओके, गुड डे. प्लीज गो थ्रू द लेसन ऑल्सो. लेसन को रीड करिए and note down the important points and the definition term. That is very very important. वो बहुत जरूरी है. ठीक है? Okay. Have a nice day.